What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Welcome to my weekend ramble series where I kind of push beer and sports right out of the way and just turn on the camera like I'm doing now and talk to you guys about stuff that may be particularly interesting to me, but they may not be particularly interesting to you. So if you guys want to come over here to the side over here and click on somebody else's, or I prefer that you click on mine first off, but if you want to click on someone that you kind of watch over there on the recommended tab, go ahead and find out their video. This video may not be for you. So click on any other creators' kind of videos because we always appreciate your views and a possible subscription to our channels here and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, if this video isn't just for you, go ahead and go over there to the side and click on another video in the recommended tab. I hope you pick me though, because I would really do appreciate anybody who watches my videos and a possible subscription. And before I get into this video here too far, guys, if you like these kind of videos or really any kind of videos that I put out here, make sure you go down below here and you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. All right, guys, today is Sunday, the 1st of September of 2019. I'm up pretty early. It's about 10 in the morning here. I got up like around 8:30, kind of got up, got around, and made a cup of coffee, and then I had to run into town to feed and water my friend's cat. She's on vacation. Her and her boyfriend are camping somewhere here in Michigan. I can't remember exactly where they're camping at, but campgrounds here around Michigan are pretty nice. They keep them well maintained up here. I can't say much about anywhere else around the country because, number one, I don't have a camper myself, or a truck even to be, which that's coming. I think probably within the next year I'll be able to get a truck like that. I've been saving up some cash to put a nice down payment on one. And I don't have a camper or a truck here, so I can't really say anything about any of the campsites around Michigan, only to the ones that I've been, and I haven't been camping in probably, goodness, quite some time now. But anyway, kind of going on here real quick, I did watch the Michigan game, which I didn't blog on because, number one, I was at a bonfire, and my buddy set up a television so we could watch the Michigan game, and where we were at and where the Wi-Fi was kind of throwing the signal out there, because he was able to stream the game through his Dish Network subscription. It was kind of going in and out, in and out, in and out. You could still see the picture. It was just kind of chopped up as it kind of went along all game long. So I didn't necessarily watch the whole Michigan game. I got pretty much a good kind of analysis of kind of went on there. But to me, to sit down here and do a video, I kind of thought against it doing a video on. So that's why there's no excuse me, there's no Michigan game post game report for me to do. But yeah, I went to a bonfire last night. You know, pretty much a calm week as it kind of goes to me. I haven't had any dates or anything like that, so there's nothing to really report on the dating front. But I do want to kind of talk about one thing, and the weight loss kind of really hasn't been. I haven't really been losing weight. I'm just gonna have to really start to cut back on what I eat. Be probably just a little more active than what I'm doing now, being that I do go and exercise, but I still have to be up and kind of get active and still do stuff to kind of get this weight to kind of be shedding off. Because usually what it is I'll go to work and put my 8 hours in, and then right after that, thank goodness I have a fitness center right at work. So I go to the fitness center for about a half hour, 45 minutes, do my stuff, take a shower, and then get up and then come home. And by the time I'm here, I'm usually pretty tired by about 6:30, and I'll just kind of sit and lay down on the couch, not for the rest of the night. Sometimes it's for the rest of the night, but for a good portion of the night, I'll get down and sit down or either lay down on the couch and kind of let my body sit and recover. A lot of my job is kind of sitting down in front of a computer, just how I'm doing right now, recording this video. And I'll sit down and I don't want to say it's necessarily a paper push job, but a lot of it's kind of programming and whatnot. I'll just sit here and not here at my desk, or not here at home, but when I'm at work, put in my 8 hours, maybe get up. Sorry guys, I kind of sat here and yawned here, but anyway, I'll kind of sit down here at my computer, put in my 8 hours, go to the fitness center, and then once I'm done, I'll shower up, come in, and pretty much come home, and that's pretty much my day. I know eating less is gonna have to happen here. Like I'm a big snacker. Like if I'm bored, I'll do a bored eating and I'll snack and I'll snack and I'll snack. I have to really cut that out. I'm gonna have to start cutting back on kind of what I eat here and whatnot. I'd kind of like to get into a basketball kind of a league, not necessarily a very competitive basketball league, but something to, maybe a 40 and over league where you're just gonna kind of get up and more or less just exercise, kind of run up and down the court more or less, and really it is anything kind of making baskets or anything like that. I was in a basketball league. I lost quite a bit of weight there. I actually got down to under 270 pounds doing that, and then that league stopped. And then I kind of put all this weight back on and kind of where I'm at right now. I just weighed myself this morning. I'm back up over 290 pounds again, but I think that's more or less kind of the weight fluctuating up and down more than it is anything else. I think I weighed in at like 290, goodness, what was it, 293 or something like that. So still right around the 300-pound mark. At least I'm not up above the 300-pound mark, but still kind of pretty close, still close to there. I just really have to kind of buckle down, and I will admit I am kind of half-assing this sort of stuff. Kind of sitting down, and really kind of saying, you know what, when dinner time's over, it's done eating, and maybe if you're thirsty, instead of getting a pop or a beer or something, you grab water or a Gatorade. But Gatorade really isn't that great too because that still has calories in it. You want something that has 0 calories, that you're still hydrating your body, but it doesn't have any calories to kind of put on any kind of weight. So, and I've been thinking about going on the Atkins diet here too. Eating like a lot of eggs, a lot of meats, bacon, that sort of thing, and kind of staying away more of the proteins than more of the carbs within itself here. I honestly don't know if I could do that. Not eating breads, not doing any kind of that kind of thing. But if it starts to put the weight off, I guess I'll do it. But it's kind of a weight has always been a struggle for me, especially in my later years. Probably since about my late 20s, starting to get into my 30s on is when the weight really started to pile on, and I've really had a hard time kind of putting it off. So that's kind of where that sits for my weight, my exercise stuff. I know you may not necessarily like to hear about that because I feel like a broken record when I do this. Like I'm just kind of sitting here, kind of regurgitating the same stuff for you guys. But anyway, if you guys kind of like that kind of stuff, go ahead and put #weight or kind of maybe something about weight into the comments there, so I know maybe if you kind of like this sort of stuff. So, but anyway, the real kind of the point of this video was I wanted to tell you guys a story of this is kind of going way back into my early 20s, probably after I graduated college. I had got my associate's degree in college at my little community college, and I didn't go to a 4-year university after that. But there was a point in time in my life where I thought MTV's The Real World was on, and I think it's still on based on what I see on Wikipedia. But what you see on the internet's always true, and I haven't even watched the Real World since probably about, oh goodness, I can't even tell you the last time I watched it. I'm guessing probably a little bit after I made the video on that. And I think I was, based on kind of where I was at and when I put the video in, I would have went to either Boston or I think there was one kind of around Las Vegas during that time. Back in the late 90s, kind of early 2000s, right around when I was about 22 years old, just starting into my career, doing my with my associate's degree. I thought, you know what? Maybe it would be cool if I put this tape out there, made a tape of myself. It was like goodness, I can't even remember. I think it was like an 8 or 10 minute tape or something like that. And kind of put myself out there and kind of tell them kind of what I do and kind of see what happens. So I did a video much like what I do here in my weekend rambles, just kind of sit here and do all that. And it was on a VHS tape because back then the internet was just starting to get into its infancy, and you could send videos right to I think at the time what that was doing it was, goodness, I think it was pronounced Win Murray Productions at the time. So I went ahead and I did that, got them I got my video done, kind of got my buddy help me set it up, and I sent my video in. I got the address, kind of put the address on there, and I sent my video in. And I thought it was probably going to be 4 to 6 weeks, if not longer, until I kind of put them back to see, kind of get any kind of response. I didn't get a response here. Now, I don't know if I didn't follow directions, the very specific instructions verbatim, but I didn't receive any kind of response letter or even kind of a denial letter to say, hey, you're accepted, or kind of whatever they kind of did during that point in time. But I wasn't good. More or less what it boiled down to was I wasn't good enough for the Real World. I didn't like Road Rules because that was the competing MTV kind of reality show at the time. And really, I kind of look at the Real World as the very first kind of television show to kind of put kind of teenagers and kind of very young adults in their early 20s, kind of put them together in a room and to, you know, record their kind of lives, kind of much like how YouTube is now. Record their lives and display to everyone in the audience on MTV. Now, really, MTV now, because what it's now than what it was then is much different. But yeah, not a very hysterical video for me. It was kind of something that I wanted to go ahead and kind of share with you guys. More a little bit about my life. I didn't like what it more or less boils down to was I put the video in, I sent it to the people, and nothing ever transpired about it. So, you know, guys, that kind of is what it is, and I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I would have went there or if I would have been selected to come to what is it? I guess I have a little collaboration kind of place where the producers, I guess, kind of see how everyone interacts. And it's been a while since I've actually watched a show, so I don't even know if that even happens anymore. But I didn't get invited out to wherever their studio or wherever the meetup was going to be or anything like that, and then didn't even get an acceptance or a denial letter from them. So, but kind of something that I kind of wanted to share for you guys. I did do that. It's kind of one of my fun facts I kind of like to tell people that, hey, I tried to audition for the real world and I never got a response letter back. That's kind of more or less what it was. Yeah, kind of. I think it was Boston. I think I would have, if I would have went through all the stuff and I would have been on the TV show. I think it would have been Boston. I would have been on. So, but at 22 years old, it would have been goodness. I think in the early, either late 90s or early, very early 2000, like 2000, 2001, out there. So, yeah, guys, that's kind of really all I really have today. Kind of boring today. It's rainy outside. It's probably going to be a day where I'm just going to kind of sit around, do indoor housework, and just kind of be done for the day. So, like I said, I'm kind of jibber jabbering on here, guys. Not really a very, I'll admit, not very, a really very good video. But, guys, let me know if you guys kind of like this video or not. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. And you guys know what to do if you don't like it. Just give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. It lets me know, number one, it lets me know whether or not you guys kind of like these type of videos. And number two, it kind of puts me out there on the YouTube algorithm to say, hey, these people are kind of watching this guy. And also, don't forget, if you kind of like these videos or like sports content or even, even some beer content that I do on here, which has been few and far between lately, go ahead and put it down in the comments or the comments area. Not the comments area, Eric. Come on. Go ahead and put it down and hit that subscribe button down below. And make sure you hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one, guys. All right, guys. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Take care, guys.